Hey, my name's Nathan, this is the Future Game Show, and Blight Survival might just be the most anticipated upcoming video game you've probably never heard of. This deliciously ultra-violent medieval co-op Extraction Light exploded into view in November 2022 and quickly caused TikTok to go off its collective rocker. However, in the year plus since, mainstream media coverage has been curiously thin on the ground, but why is that? Well, Blight Survival was first announced with a brief teaser in April 2022, where it was confirmed to be the debut project from a two-person Sweden-based dev team, Hainer Studios. The stratospheric popularity of its first pre-alpha gameplay reveal video, released that November, saw the game end up on an astonishing 650,000 Steam wishlists in the month that followed, allowing Hainer to expand their outfit by hiring 10 additional veteran developers last April. And as the icing on the cake, back in October, the studio also received an elusive mega grant from Epic Games, a no-strings-attached cash injection to help support innovative projects being built in Unreal Engine. Wow, that sounds amazing. Fingers crossed then that Epic Games feel the same way about my upcoming game, which is basically, you'll never believe this, basically just Pokemon with guns. I know, I can't wait to... What? Yeah, I have actually been living under a rock recently. Why do you ask? As for what Blight Survival actually is, well, imagine Elden Ring, A Plague Tale Requiem, and Escape from Tarkov all decided to co-parent a child, very modern, and raised it in that grotty village from Resident Evil 4. Well, if that sounds up your street, you absolute wee goblin, then you definitely need to know more about this game. Blight Survival is a medieval-themed co-op extraction roguelite hybrid, Jesus, what a sentence, set in an alternate 14th century where brutal war between two kingdoms has led to massive bloodshed on both sides. This has caused a deadly plague called the Blight to emerge from the remnants of the dead and unrelentingly sweep across the noxious no man's land between the two kingdoms. Left with no other option, the kingdoms turn to you and up to 3 of your stupid pals to battle humans and monsters alike and in turn annihilate the Blight forever. Hainer has emphasised that Blight Survival ushers in an entirely new game genre, a mashup of extraction and roguelite games dubbed Extraction Light. And whether playing solo or teaming up with your friends, although not Brian, don't trust him again, don't trust Brian, your blood-soaked path through the Last of Us-esque no man's land will be punctuated by plenty of choice.
You're new to this. It only gets worse after they're dead.
You can choose whether to go in stealthy, an admittedly tricky prospect, while trotting around in a giant suit of metal armour, or spill gallons of blood going in all sorts of blazing, and also whether to cut your losses and extract or keep forging ahead and battle away with more of the Blight. In addition to playing up the eye-wateringly beautiful visuals and animations courtesy of Unreal Engine 5, the aforementioned reveal trailer also makes a convincing case for the game's jaw-droppingly realistic, down and dirty directional combat system. This system allows players to swing their sword in 5 different directions in order to target the most vulnerable body parts of enemies, and Hainer promises that it will be both accessible to new players, but also offer a high skill ceiling for more seasoned veterans. Basically, there'll be plenty of room for getting good. Getting good. Get good. Whatever the saying is. And in the further interest of immersive realism, death is effectively permanent, as being killed during a run will cause you to lose your character and all of your equipment, but to soothe the loss, some experience points will be inherited by your next of kin, who then becomes your next character. Further spicing up the round-based gameplay is a bevy of talents and attributes for you to unlock, as well as acquire and craft new weapons, armour and health items, as well as customising them to suit your precise liking. And yep, the developers have confirmed that the masochists among us can indeed attempt a no armour run. Well, Godspeed, good luck. Hainer have also confirmed that it won't feature a gear-limiting class system. Mercifully, players will be free to mix and match both gear and weapons however they like. Ah, bless. Good job, Hainer. Thank you. So far, so good then. Right? But except, despite the game proving to be a viral hit on TikTok ever since that trailer dropped, and gaining major steam on... well, Steam... it's received curiously little coverage from mainstream games media outlets. It's easy to read the room and infer that there's a distinct air of, let's wait and see about the game, that, as impressive as it looks, it's also tough to reconcile how the beautiful, richly crafted gameplay from that reveal trailer was created by just 2 people. Aye, it's not just the gaming press who are playing things cautiously here. You type "is Blight survival ... into Google and you'll find just a whole host of people asking if the game is even real. More to the point, scan social media channels, like Reddit or Twitter, and you'll find some questioning whether the game was originally conceived as a game at all, rather than just an Unreal Engine 5 demo. Given both the initial tiny development team relative to the quality of the gameplay and the lack of substantial information online about it, you can't really just pawn this off as a crackpot conspiracy theory. And less charitably, because folk are understandably still feeling a bit tetchy after the snake oil soaked debacle that was the day before, others are even considering whether Blight Survival might just be an attempt to lure players in with a shiny gameplay video only to deliver a lackluster end product and scarper away with the money. But look, I think it's unfair to treat every new game with that level of suspicion. It's not fair. You've got to have good faith. In the very least, the fact that Epic tossed them so much money, likely after seeing a bigger slice of the game behind closed doors, that's hugely encouraging, as is the devs' consistent engagement with fans on social media. With those facts in mind, a repeat of the day before feels considerably less likely here, and I think it's a much healthier mindset to just have a kind of let them cook mindset here. You know what I mean? Hainer could release a small demo or preview the game to the press to help stem the remaining online doubters. But you know what? They don't owe us anything. They're making a game that looks good. I think we just all have to calm down, okay?
Calm down.
I know the day before hurt us, but we need to be stronger. We need to trust and believe in people, okay? God bless. Good night. I don't know why I said that. I'm not actually done yet. On top of that, Hainer also haven't announced a release date, but we've just got to be patient. There's no other way around it. Hainer did confirm, however, that they're planning a full-fat release from the get-go with no early access preambles, which again, that's a very good sign. As for release platforms, they're currently focusing on the PC version, but have also confirmed an intent to release for the PlayStation and Xbox, though did caution that those releases might come sometime after the PC. Given the ambition of the project and the potential for it to become the next big multiplayer game, I do certainly hope that Blight Survival lives up to its scorching first impression. But for now, the best we can do is wishlist the game to support the devs, stay glued to their Twitter account for more news, and hang out over at the game's official Discord and subreddit, both of which are regularly updated by the developers themselves. And so as we wait patiently for more updates from Blight Survival, are there any other games flying under the radar which deserve a bit more attention? I tell you what, why not head down into the comments and let us know. Except for you, Brian. No one cares what game you're making, okay? Told you about that. I don't want to be your friend anymore, Brian. I'm not playing online with you anymore. My mum says that she keeps hearing you swearing at me and it's not on. She says she's going to phone your mum and tell her and get her to tell you off. And you're going to get grounded and you're not going to be allowed to play on the PlayStation, so there you go. Take that.